How you doing, baby?
Meow.
Hello?
I'm gay. We're good. We're chilling, bro.
We're
That
chilling.
should just be like our
It's
intro
just
instead of music.
running now?
It's just running.
How
We're
are the
good.
blinds?
Not loud at all. We're good. Fix it in post.
Yeah.
Fix it in
just
post,
turn the
alright.
thing up.
Yeah, we'll fix it in post. We're chilling,
Yeah, use your training for
Who's
something.
this? There you go.
right? I'm certified. I can't fucking use it for shit.
Like,
It's
I'm just-
COVID,
Me too.
Know
right?
how to unskilled do everything.
I'm literally fucking certified 8 different programs. K shit.
We're all
Why
certified.
use it for YouTube? It doesn't get anywhere. So that's kind of just my.
Well, let's try a podcast. See where that
Right?
shit fucking takes us.
Just keep trying different things
Keep
until
trying.
something sticks, bro.
Some's got it.
Ask any millionaire, they'll be like, "This
That's
is
all.
not where I started in life."
At some point, I'll just do porn. Fuck it. That's the
your
that,
fault,
that,
man?
And
that's
I'm gonna
bottom
have
of the
to
barrel,
drop out
dude.
when we do that because I will not be a part of that 3 guys 1 girl project. I think that's fair. You guys are gonna have to find a different girl. More open broad for that.
That's fine. I got contacts.
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 that
Yeah, you got
works.
2 of them.
Two. Yeah, just two.
I mean, just go
Just
out on
do
the
it.
street and the two hold up a $5 bill and be like,
That's all you need. Who wants to make a porn?
I'll get football
Who
tackled.
wants to make a porn?
Who wants to make a fucking porn, dude?
Just pull up
"Who
on the
wants to
side
make
of
a
someone in a
podcast?"
van.
Quotation marks.
Yeah, cool,
got
cool
camera
podcast.
equipment
It's
in
just
the
Patrick
van.
staying on the
Yeah,
side of
I'm
a road
sure
with a
you
sign.
do.
Who wants to make a podcast?
Patrick, close the doors.
Come into this van with this big ass man. Right?
Oh, yes.
Dude, imagine that we
6'6"
just open up the
and ready
back of
to
the van,
mix.
just Patrick on the shag rag, just what up,
All you
baby?
do, just
A
just
bet-
pillow over his crotch.
A bed
Hello?
shaped
Oh my
heart.
God.
Heart shaped bed.
What, pillow or pillow?
Fuck off.
My pillow and my milk bags.
My pillow.
My pillow and my milk bags.
Zach, you haven't ate yet.
So, what do
That's
you
okay.
want for our first topic to
I'll
be?
eat later.
You.
Or is now when you're gonna roast me about my
This is
failures?
when I'm going to
in life?
roast you about your G test.
Yeah, okay.
When you mentioned this, I've wanted to talk about it because Jesus Christ, dude.
All right. Well, where'd the paper go so all the judgments can begin?
I think Zach sat on it, to be honest with you.
I think so.
I
Stand
think
up.
it's in his ass.
It's under your ass.
Is it
Oh,
my
no.
ass?
It's in his
It
ass.
ain't in my ass.
It's on your ass?
Well, you can't
Oh,
use
it's
that.
to
I
my
need
ass.
to study from it.
It's in my ass.
Just sharing asses over there.
Like
Okay.
this is an important piece of
Asses
paper. I
all over the
require
place.
this to,
Oh, yeah.
to study from.
You need to study to look?
Study for the exam.
All right. Well, you intro to why you wanted to talk.
Okay, let's just. So you break it down for us right now.
Uh huh.
Break
So
it down now.
explain everything, and then I'll get into the brass tacks with the paper in hand at some point, whenever.
Okay. When
I
you
die.
say everything, like the first time I wasn't able to take the test, or
Yeah. So the first time that I roasted you about it, bring that up first.
yeah.
go from there.
So I go over to the thing and I use a little computer and it's like, how many times have you gone over 80? And I was like 0. So it was like, how many times you've been on the 400 series? And I said 0. So I go out to the front, wait by the car there, and the lady comes and she goes, so it says here you've done 0 drives over 80, and she's like, how many times have you gone over 80? And I was like 0. She's like, in the past 3 months, and I was like 0. And she's like, okay, well you're a safety risk, so like we're unable to do this test today. She's like, but thank you so much for being honest. So like, you know,
I
for
can't believe it, dude.
somebody who is a danger, unlike me,
Yeah, yeah.
shut up. So I can understand why like she was really appreciative of that. But anyway, so I had to wait like 6 months, and now I can take my G2 again.
Yeah, this was like July, right?
This was almost a full year ago.
Yeah, this wasn't 6 months. This is like almost a full year of you
Yeah.
waiting.
Holy Jesus.
Because you did this like
Last winter.
right before summer happened, like spring, end of winter ish, like March. So you waited a year to just
to
fail
flop
it again.
Yeah.
I gotta wait
And,
another
like,
year.
Yeah, so it's been nothing but a process. And anyway, so I went the other day to do the test, and it's like, how many times have you gone over 80? So it was like, I don't know, like 10. So it's like, how many times have you gone on the 400 series? And I was like, I don't know, like 10. So we get in the car, and she's like, okay, cool. So like, no red flags, right? So she's like, get in your car. I have to ask you some questions. She goes, how many times have you gone over 80? And I was like, about 10 times. She's like, on the 400 series. And I was like, about 0. No, she's like, how many times have you been on the 400 series, like down by Toronto? And I was like, 0. She's like, okay, cool. So start the vehicle. Let's go. So no. Just before that.
What just
Actually-
happened?
Yeah,
We just skip
just-
over the whole story?
Yeah, no, kind of. So after she asked me those questions,
Reboot.
she looks at me and goes, okay.
Was this today? Or like yesterday?
Yesterday.
It was earlier.
Yeah,
Okay.
yesterday.
So let's just pause there for now.
Cat.
Okay. There's 4 of us here.
Correct.
Me, 2 of us have our actual G license. Correct. Me and Patrick.
No. I have
Oh no,
G2.
you have G. I'm the only one with the G. Right. Okay.
He's
I have
not
G2s.
really-
I'm waiting until my
You
license
have a big
expires.
G.
You're damn right.
I don't recommend that.
I might as well, so I could get it renewed. And
I
then
don't
can do-
recommend that.
Well,
I recommend doing it before it expires. And
Well, I
listen
wait-
to me. And
I think
do it a month early.
this year, because of COVID, is the last year that you can do that. Because I know when mine expired, they told me, "Oh, we have no idea when we're gonna like renew these, so you can just do it whenever the hell you want. As long as you're in the process of getting your G, we don't care.
I'm good till 2024, anyways.
So you're just gonna wait 2 goddamn years to do it.
Yeah.
Why just do it
That
now?
sounds like
No.
Patrick.
I would at least book it for 2023, 2024, which
That's
you
what I
can't
told
do
him.
because
I keep telling
like,
him. He's like, "Oh, oh yeah, I will."
you can
Okay,
pay
I'll be
now
good.
and have it booked. They'll email you and call you before it happens and stuff.
I mean, to be
But
fair-
anyway, you continue.
Okay, so when you did your G2, I forgot what I lost my train of thought.
Good
all of
job.
a sudden.
Okay, you're talking about her going for her G. Now you're stopped it for a second. You went talking about how you got
Okay,
your G.
right. Okay, I'm back on track. So you brought this up that you're gonna go do your test.
Yeah.
We're all excited.
Yeah.
And then literally the next day, like, I failed.
Yep.
Get a message.
Get a message. Oh, yeah,
Oh, by the
I failed.
way,
Both times, by the way. The first time you did the same thing. Message, I failed. That's the only message that you sent.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, same thing you too.
Repeating history.
So I,
Wait till I even get into it.
God damn it,
Oh
dude.
no.
So
Vinny reminded me.
I had said on the text message that I related to what you're going through.
Uh-huh.
Because the fact of I did mine and I failed the first time.
Uh-huh.
And I think I've told you guys like the story, right? With like the whole like yellow blinking light or whatever in like mid-June, right? So yeah, I had to do it again, and then every time I would go and do it, it would be something different. So I had to wait a year. But I don't. So let's just talk about your situation
Yeah.
right now, okay?
Yeah.
So Mercedes is blind, basically. Let's just get that right out of the way. On both eyes, right, or just the left?
Just the last.
Just the left, can't look left.
You can't look left.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know, but everybody in North America drives on the left fucking side of the road, or on the right side of the road, but on the left side of the car.
What is this, Britain?
Looking backwards.
Now
I've
I'm
never-
backwards.
I've never
Full
caused an
Yeah.
accident. I've
Yeah.
never, in all of my
Lots of driving.
lots of driving experience.
That's what I don't understand. You have that much experience of driving because of your previous job, and you just don't get your G. I don't understand that.
She had her G before.
Yeah, how'd you lose it
No.
again?
Okay. Okay.
Jail time.
So
Okay. Jail time.
I waited until I was 25 to go get my G1 because I figured I didn't want to be a young adult or in high school and have a license and be pressured to drive drunk or whatever like that. Just it ignores a whole lot of possibilities. So by the time my boyfriend and I get together, he says I need to get my license, and I was like, that's great. So I failed my G1 5 times on the same day, and I kept paying over and over and over to do it, like just back to back.
How much is it?
And it's like $45 or something. I don't know. It was really cheap. It's like $150 to get the test done initially, and then it's $45 for each retake.
Okay.
I just
or-
lost like a bunch of info right there. How many?
5.
What G did you do?
G1.
My G1,
Okay,
my
5
first,
times.
Written
my
test.
first
Okay.
license, my written test and stuff, because
How
I
much-
was so in my head about it. Right.
I failed that 3 times.
Next, my G2
I failed it twice.
comes,
I'll be
and
honest.
I failed that the first time.
Damn signs.
My biggest one was
Stamp signs.
because they asked me to turn right. I signaled left, but I had turned right anyway. I am aware.
Huh?
And then I did a couple other Miss Whoopies like that.
Miss
And-
Whoopies?
Miss Whoopi.
Help us on the way.
Oopsies,
Goldberg
mishaps,
in the car,
whatever.
what do you want?
My bad. Anyway, so my G comes around, and we're sitting in the car, and she's reading me those instructions. This is how it's gonna go down.
on their
Don't
stupid
take off
fucking
your
iPad
mask.
that they
All
have.
the safety stuff, whatever have you. And she explicitly, on a silver goddamn gold rimmed platter, looks me dead in the eyes, very seriously, short of grabbing my body into her face, and says to me,
Oh my god, dude.
when you look at any intersection, stop at any intersection, change lanes, change intersections, change any directions, any
sandwich
way
away.
that you go, anytime that you are asked or are looking in your mirrors, you are to check your blind spots. Checking your blind spots initially means leaning over, checking, and putting your face over your back tire. I don't want to see anything else except that action. And then I never did it.
Why not just pretend to do it?
Yeah.
You may not be able to see, but why
I
not pretend?
can see though,
Oh,
but
you can see that way.
it's just sort of. I mean, like if you turn your body far enough, you can.
That's my exact point.
But anyway,
she can't
so
look.
at the
like
end
that.
of
I
the
don't know.
G test, my body was so rigid and tense and sore because I was just completely froze up on the wheel and everything. Like it hurt so much.
Why were you so nervous if you've already driven before? You've already known this.
The
You've even
second-
said specifically in the text, you're like, this is easy. All the parking stuff, easy. But it's when the driving happens, you're like, lock up.
The second that there's a judger or an authority figure there, fucking all logic out the
I
window.
get that.
I mean, he had a hard time ordering a sandwich for you, so.
It sure did.
Yeah, it was a rough time. I was like, I'll be here for emotional support. That's about
he's
it.
right behind
Only
me. I'm
happens when
fucking
someone's
up
actually
saying
watching
it.
you.
Yeah,
every
like
time.
you guys I feel like totally fine with. I wouldn't be making those types of mistakes
Right.
with. But like if my father was in the car,
Someone who's gonna judge.
I'm telling you, I couldn't be able to drive with my mom. I go one over the speed limit.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, calm down. It's
yeah,
like,
exactly.
dude.
So, I mean,
If I fart the wrong way in a car, my dad's gonna get all angry.
yeah.
Makes me want to drive off a bridge. That guy.
Fucking gas him.
So that's why I failed. It's not so much that I have anxiety over it or that I'm nervous to drive because I'm really not, but it's just the judger was there.
Yes.
Hey, Keith.
Was it the old lady?
Yeah, but dude, I was her first person in the morning. She was so nice.
Dude, she was like straight up
Oh
like
my
super
God.
super anxious the entire time when she was doing it with me. It was so
Fuck
weird.
it.
Yo,
But like,
Jesus.
so I came in to do it, whatever, and then I did what I came in,
Oh.
and I did what I did last time: go into the office, go into the computer, type in all my car info, whatever, and then it asks you where you parked.
Asses you?
It asks me where am I parked, side, front, back, whatever. I was like, I don't fucking know. So said what I'm in the rear. So I told her whatever, and then she shows up like 5 minutes late. I was like, I'm on a tight schedule here, lady. And she
that
shows up
watch.
and she's like, oh, you're supposed to stand outside.
Huh?
Huh? I was
Yeah.
always told to go sit in the car.
But because of COVID, apparently she has to like go to you outside and then
Yes.
you go into the car.
Yes.
It
You got COVID,
was
bitch.
that's literally what it was. But then
Well,
she
my whole ordeal has been through COVID, so
right, but it never said anything about that. I even read the email that they sent me online to how to
no.
prepare for it or
The
whatever.
only
Never
part
said
that
anything.
tells you is the lady at the desk
Yeah.
who is like,
She
okay,
didn't
go get your ticket, blah blah blah.
I didn't even go to the desk because I'm not supposed to. I'm supposed to go to the computer, punch in there, and then go to the car.
Oh, see, I'm a dumb adult, so when I walk
Right.
into a building, I look for the
Yeah.
nearest adult, and
Yeah.
she tells me what to do. So they told me to
Adult.
go to the ticket machine, then go wait outside
adult.
your vehicle, make
Yeah.
sure your mask is on. If your mask is off at any point during this, you are violated and you are immediately canceled out, and you are
hell
like,
no.
nope, that's it,
No,
bye.
same as last time.
how
Walk into the
COVID
building,
works.
go to that big
Yeah.
fucking computer that they have.
Mhm.
And
Chappy
I
motherfucker.
just
What was
died.
that?
I just died.
What is that?
It's drugs.
Wanna burn it?
Dildo.
Want to burn it?
No fire here.
It combusts.
No fire here.
I can combust too. Patrick hit it.
Okay.
But he doesn't
Hit
want
it.
me lighting fires, candles, nothing like that. I can only burn that candle when he's home.
That makes sense.
Honestly, that's
That
probably
checks out.
safe to say that's probably the best bet he has.
Oh my god.
That again
He has
checks
big-
out.
he has
Safe to
big man
say.
hands over there.
Give it to me.
Give it.
Give it to me.
Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, so yeah, I went to the
Yeah, your
computer.
G-test.
I punched in. I punched in. I just knocked her out.
There you go.
And I did my info, put my car color in, all that stuff, license plate, and go to my car. And I sat there, and she was like fucking 10 minutes late. And I was like, okay, well, maybe I did it wrong.
Fucking find you.
And then she randomly showed up, and she's like, oh, here you go, but you're supposed to step out of the vehicle. I was like, what is this? Are you arresting me? Step out of the vehicle, ma'am. It's just like, ma'am.
Now get back in the vehicle.
I got back in. So then she explained, I was like, oh, you have to be outside so I can come see you because, COVID and then like close constrictions and air and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, okay, that makes perfect sense. Are you plugging that in?
What's she doing? I can't see.
I don't know. She grabbed the fan. She got up and she literally just got up, grabbed the fan, left.
Oh, okay.
Bye.
She's gone now.
Anyways,
Mercedes has exited out.
Mercedes has left the building.
Okay, it's right there.
Shut up. They don't know that.
She has left. She jumped out the balcony.
Oh, fuck.
Just leaps off the balcony. Bye.
Oh,
So
she's
yeah.
back.
So she showed up
And she's gone.
and she's gone again. And we do the whole fucking process, whatever. Sir, have you coughed in like at least 3 minutes? I'm like, what? Yeah, of course I have. It's just naturally I got to cough and stuff out.
COVID.
Yeah, ma'am, I work night shift fill crew at a warehouse, dude. It's dusty. Okay, I'm gonna cough up some lungs once in a while,
Very dusty.
especially tonight, dude. I hate being upstairs constantly.
Yes.
all the time. It's fun, but dude, some weird stuff happens up there, man.
Yeah. We're all high on crack up there. It's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
high on the dust fumes.
Yeah, man.
That's just kind of how we go.
We're dust
Okay.
bunnies.
Sorry, if there's no airflow in this house, I just don't feel right.
I'll give you some air.
Smoking constantly. Just a chain smoke.
Patrick heard that, right?
No, I do not.
No? Okay.
Not enough
What
water
happened?
in here.
Same thing when I walked in. I said something. Patrick heard it, and he was the only person that heard it. And I was like, I'm glad he only
And the
heard
thing
it.
is, we're all wearing headphones.
Yep. And still nobody heard it.
Boyfriend telepathy.
Yeah. I got
What'd
you.
you say?
Husbandry.
I got you.
Okay.
Shit.
So, did you explain your second test already? No, you didn't, eh?
No.
No, because I stopped you.
I already explained my second test.
Okay, yeah, you got like locked in syndrome and just couldn't fucking do nothing. Right.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
100%.
So, you can't look left. And you explained how she told you, "Oh, I want to see you physically move." You're explicitly told you, "I want to see your entire body turn and move." And she's like, "No."
Nah.
Yeah, and everything about me was
Ain't
like,
gonna
we're
do
just
that,
not
Chief.
going to do that.
Right? Someone tells you what to do, you're like, fuck
No,
that.
it's not even that. I was
Oh.
just like, at the end of the thing, she very calmly gives me shit about it. Like, she was just so helpful about it because she just saw that, like, I was nervous, I was rigid, it was a bad time. And though we were completely safe and stuff, she still basically pulled me aside and was just, she's like, you do have to move your body. And I told her that it just didn't feel safe to do so during traffic. And she said to me that it's fine, you're not going to crash looking away for half a second.
Well, you could.
Like,
Well,
thought's
I
still
mean, you
there.
could, but it's like,
thank you. The inevitable thought is still there.
well, when you're
though.
driving, you're not really thinking about that too much. You know
I
it's
would
there.
Always be.
Yeah, but that's
it's
just you though.
just not anything
That's
else in
just
my
you
head.
two.
Yeah, she's.
You probably never driven in your life.
No.
Yeah, so that's
Nor will I.
yeah. So I mean,
I at least used to make a living off this, but
which is
even
still
when my
mind-boggling
previous
to me, honestly.
boss
It's crazy.
was in the car with me, when he was in the passenger seat, I would only drive like explicitly the speed limit. I would only go the way I was supposed to. I would stop at every stop sign.
How fast did you go during like the just driving in general?
Yeah.
Like when it was 50, how fast did you go?
Sonic
50
fast.
around
So
the dot
if it was just me or during my driving test?
during like, your actual
Full
test,
on thing.
like the full thing.
Oh, during my driving test.
Because during the test you go 50 to 60 and then 70 to 80, 90, 100.
Yeah,
Actually, no,
about
sorry,
that.
not 100.
She'd go
5, 10,
30.
15, 20.
15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah, like maybe I didn't smoke enough before going because like
Way anxious.
way too anxious. Like yeah, man, I should have ran a mile and smoked at least a pound of weed before doing that
Driving
because
20, 30.
it
God,
was just a bad
man, why
time.
is her
Well,
eyes
I mean,
super
I did 50 and then I did 70, then I did 60, then I did 70 again,
What was
then
the weather like?
oh, it was fine, clear, no problems.
Wasn't like that here.
Then I did
Dude,
it was
I don't
just
even
a
wanna get
bad
into that,
time.
man.
At least on the way out was way worse than the way in. The way in
after.
was I was calmer by then, like internally, like okay, well we've been driving long enough now. I'm seeing the signs and stuff, so it was just one of my only problems. Also, was that sign that
No,
is
I
square.
can tell you a lot about signs.
Well,
Me
hold
too.
up.
It's
Hold up.
square.
It's a square sign and it's got, for example, it's 60 kilometers an hour and it's got
The
the,
speed
arrow,
limit sign.
but the speed limit up ahead sign.
So the speed
Okay,
limit
with
sign.
the arrow on it,
Yeah,
right?
Yes.
So
yes.
it doesn't mean drop your speed down now.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
That's
It
literally what it
means-
means. It means there's the speed limit
Upcoming
changes
60.
upcoming, like not even a mile, like it's coming, like slow down or speed up.
coming.
Usually you slow down at that sign.
Yes.
So she said that it means that the sign coming up 60 begins. That sign
Yes.
is when you take your foot and
No.
decrease yourself to that
No,
speed.
she's wrong completely.
In the city, isn't most of the speed limit 50, 60?
City like
It's 60 on a
here
couple
or
main
area
veins,
city?
but
Here
it's 50.
It's 50. Everybody goes 60, but it's 50. But no. So when you see that sign with the arrow saying this like 60 kilometers is coming up,
Up ahead.
you need to be 60 by the time you hit that next sign. That's the whole thing. So on the highway,
That's what I was doing, and she dinged me for that.
Yeah, she shouldn't have dinged you for that because that's what she told me to do. And I was like, that's exactly what I'm doing. You're just retarded.
Yeah, because that's by the time, because I was going 70, I seen the 60 up ahead sign, and by the time I hit 60 begins, I was doing 60.
And you went on the Highway 17, right? That's when you did.
I don't know.
The
The one-
80 to 90.
Probably there. East.
Yes. So
Yeah.
the one going east side. Yes, that's the Highway 17.
Yeah.
And then it breaks off to 129 and shit like that.
Yeah.
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 So yeah, so that's when she was telling me, like, so when you see the sign saying 80 is coming up, you need to be ready to be at 80 and then going up to 90 after that, because it goes 80, 90, like right off the bat. And I was like, that's exactly what I'm doing. I don't know why you're telling me this shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I just, she made me feel like I should be driving more aggressively, and I wasn't.
So you looked at this paper, right?
Of course.
Okay. So I have her paper here. With
I know how it
all of her
only
grades.
says blind spots everywhere.
I'm looking at this. All the squares are blank, and the ones that like this whole page is blank.
I did a great job.
I mean,
except
there's
the
words
blind
on it.
spots.
There's words on it.
There's
You
words.
are right.
It's not blank.
You are right. That's on me. My
Just a
bad.
full ass blank paper.
Yeah. So traffic check, no blind spot. On the right side was an A/a check mark.
What?
So when she checks it, does that mean it's wrong?
Correct.
Or when she doesn't
So
check it,
all
it
of my
is.
blank spaces are
Okay.
good.
Are good.
That's good on me.
So the checks
Oh,
are dings.
and she put
Yeah.
an X for in the boxes saying not completed because you fucking failed. Got
So.
it. Okay, so you did fine,
I
but
did
literally
fantastic.
on every blind spot.
Anywhere that it says blind spot.
Blind spot. Traffic check A, no blind spot. B, conflict.
And one
A and
time
A
I
on
did
each.
do a traffic law violation, which was
Hold on.
What? Wait a
Excuse
minute.
me?
when you're in your lane at an intersection and you want to turn left to that lane.
You go into the
So
middle lane.
you turn out to go in. You know what I'm saying? Like you take
Oh.
a wider turn. Anyway, I hugged too tight.
That was that same question that I asked him before I did my G test.
Yeah.
What's up?
Because when I would just drive normally, everybody normally does. You go to the outskirts of when you're turning. So you're going left, you go to the right lane. Because that's what everybody does. Because why would I want to go left and then go right?
No, it's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, I'm stupid.
Okay.
Yes, you are.
So, for
you.
example,
Welcome.
you've got the two lanes, and both are allowed to cross this intersection and go left. Okay.
Oh, from the other side,
So
like two lefters.
we are in this. We have these two lanes who can go forward and turn to the left. Okay.
An
So
off-ramp?
I was in this one.
Oh, so two left lanes.
So you're always supposed to stay in your lane. Okay, first off.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter.
Obviously.
But that's not what I'm talking about. When I went to go turn, what I'm talking about turning out to go in is you can't I like cut my corner a little. Like had there been a vehicle in
Okay.
Okay,
yes.
first off, had there been a vehicle at the intersection in that lane, I would have taken a wider turn. You know what I'm saying? But like
Say
as
you're going
natural
straight,
people are,
someone's going right, you went like this? Too wide or
I wasn't wide enough. So like if there was a vehicle at the intersection
left?
on my left, I would have like smashed their front end because
So you're
I
on the
like
far right
cut.
lane.
That's okay.
Yeah,
But
that's fine.
if there was
Yeah.
actually a vehicle
On your
there,
left.
I would
On your
not
left.
just
Insurance
crash
will fix that,
into
it's
it
alright.
and take such a tight corner. You know what I mean? Like, let's be realistic here for a fucking moment. But I know I was being judged and shit, so it wasn't a good time to begin with.
So
What
how
you're
about
supposed to do is drive forward, then take
yes, yes.
Exactly.
I was having a
and
hard
that's
time
what I'm talking
understanding what
about.
else
Out to
she's
go in. So,
So when you're in the left lane,
yeah,
let's do a little test right now. When you're in the left lane
yeah,
and you go to turn,
yeah.
which lane do you go in? The one
Your
closest,
lane.
the one closest, or the one furthest?
Your lane. So if you come from
Okay.
the left lane, you go into the left lane. If you come from the right lane, you fucking stay in the
Okay,
goddamn right
that was
lane.
my issue. When
Yeah, no, you
before I do
never
it.
cross.
Yes.
So I knew about it, but I asked Patrick about it, and he was just like, "Yeah, you go to the one closest." And I was like, "Are you sure?"
I am sure.
I
And
know
he was
all
sure.
my driving theory.
But then I asked my mom about it, and she's like, "I thought you go to the one furthest." And I was like, "That doesn't make sense," because I was like, if someone's going that way and I just fucking go, I'm getting fucking
And
knocked.
that's
That's
why
a nice
when
gangbang
it's
about to happen.
at an
Well, even in small
intersection, you
towns,
got
same
the
thing.
green
It was
light
still, it was still double lanes, right?
for both sides to do a left-hand turn with that red light, green arrow. That's why you're not supposed to take your right-hand turn there, because what if that oncoming traffic decides to take that wide left
then
right
you get
turn,
smoked.
right? So you get smoked. So that's another reason why you can't take a right-hand turn on red light green arrow.
Excuse me?
Red light, green arrow. It would be green, green.
If a green arrow says go right, you can go right.
Yeah. I'm
So
talking
it's
about
the opposing.
an arrow that's the left arrow with a red light on top. So those that are trying to go straight can't because the oncoming traffic is going to be going left.
Yes.
I know what
Nobody
you
gets
mean.
T-boned. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
So then people who are waiting to take a right-hand turn from this intersection as well
They
have to wait.
Yeah.
Exactly.
When the green goes, they can turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though somebody might be oncoming and be from the left lane to the left lane, you still can't go until they've passed you because they may not necessarily stay in their lane.
It's true. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane, buddy.
Yeah. Because there's
Stay in yours.
nothing that we know more of in the world than there are stupid drivers.
Coming from the guy behind me that went through 2 red lights.
Dude, I didn't want to bring this up. This weather,
Yeah,
man.
so what'd you do?
Okay, so
So sorry to hear
this
that.
is. I was absolutely livid.
I'm actually like that fucking
I
sucks.
probably
I'm really glad
if
nobody
it
was
would
hurt.
have happened one more time, I probably would have ripped the fucking steering wheel
Yeah,
off the
that's
goddamn
fair.
console.
Right behind us.
Like I was right behind Patrick.
At
we were,
least of
this
all the
was
people to smash
on the way to
into.
country style, right?
Yeah.
Yes, on the way to country style.
Yeah.
So we took the other way going
Not
around,
sponsored.
right? Yeah, not sponsored by country style. And so there's a light coming up.
Yeah.
And Patrick's behind somebody as well. So he's also just as messed up as I am.
Person trying to really fucking slow. in
Yeah.
front.
I hate those people. Someone's
Mm-hmm.
going like 50 in front, and then another person's going 40. I'm just like, go the
Yeah.
same speed.
So Patrick has 4x4, right? So he doesn't
Yeah, I
really
do.
have that many issues with driving in the heavy snow, whatever. I got a small ass car,
Yeah.
with winter tires, so also I'm gonna have issues. I already expected this to happen. I was like, I'll just go, the speed limit, and I'll go like 5 or 10 over, make sure.
Yeah.
I'm following Patrick, so I'm like, okay, whatever, going, and then all of a sudden he just passes by a fucking green light and hits yellow, and I'm like maybe like 3 cars behind him, 4 cars behind him. I'm like,
If it's not safe, you just
yeah, I'm like,
Yep.
there's no way I'm gonna make this yellow.
Yep.
So I start slowing down. I'm like, it ain't slowing down. I'm still going
pick
like
up
full
speed,
speed.
honey.
Like I'm still going full speed.
Eat
but,
that shit.
But by the time I got to where it was already red for like 2 seconds. So I would have just blown right past it. So I'm like, pump the brakes, right in the middle of the intersection. There's 3 cars looking at me. I'm like, I'm just gonna keep going. So keep going.
I mean, what are you gonna do at that point, right?
That's what I said. I was
You're
like,
halfway
it's
through.
not really my fault, but if I
get
did get stopped and pulled over, they probably would have blamed me for it, and I
Yeah,
would have gotten a
more
ticket.
likely.
That's again, I probably would have argued it. There was the weather,
Ticket's
my
not
bad.
that big.
and
It's
then you
fine.
get shot.
Yeah,
It's-
you get
it's
shot.
honestly, it's
yeah, pretty
reasonable.
much. That's just kind of how it is.
Just don't forget, I also
I'm-
lost my license. At
I'm
one point,
biracial. Thank you.
too. That's for another story.
Essentially.
Yeah, you can. It's fine. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah. Now second light.
Yeah.
Same thing happened. Now Patrick's already like 10 cars ahead of me now because I'm like I'm stuck in the middle of the fucking intersection. Like, oh, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
So I'm going. Now there's a big ass truck behind me. I'm like, now I gotta fucking move to the goddamn left and hope to God he doesn't just rail me off the road. So I move to the left and
It's
slow
got a
down a
truck.
little bit. Now I'm like going to 30 in like a 70. I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude, this is rough. Now I see Patrick just going. I'm like, bye, goodbye, friends.
Goodbye.
So then I see him at, right before the next red light you guys were actually stopped at before we got to country style. It was, dude, that light was coming, and I'm like, I'm already preemptively pushing the brakes, like I'm ready for this one now. And I get to the light, just kept going. I was like, dude, why is this 2 lights in a row?
That's fucking awful.
So I'm sitting there, just straight up stone faced, just ready to rip the steering wheel off the fucking console right now.
Yeah.
I get out of the we get to the country style. Zach I was like, what's the matter? I'm like, did you not just see me just get lost behind the
so
snow?
angry when he gets out though. Like he's just
Like I couldn't even see
swearing
Patrick in the snow no
constantly.
more. It was gone. I was like, oh, there goes my friends.
I
They're gone.
disappeared.
Yeah, there goes my
I
friends.
initiated hover mode.
It just float away
I
in the
do
truck.
completely know how you feel though. My previous job when I used
my
to drive Dodge Journeys all the time. And they are the worst vehicle. First off, you know how when you put your foot on the gas pedal, there's a little bit of leeway before it starts working and stuff. Like there's some gentle play in there. And the brakes, no, it's just the way brakes should work. Well, in the Dodge Journey, for whatever goddamn reason, flip that. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's given the brake before it starts working, and then the gas is just go. And it's extremely frustrating. And I too had missed 3 or 4 stop signs actually my whole way between here and the airport. I just fucking missed every one. Like
Stop
not
signs are
not a
bad.
problem.
There.
Stop signs are bad.
Yeah. But
Stop signs are bad.
Every other vehicle,
I'm really
much better in the snow.
I'm surprised you never like blew past a stop sign during the test just to add a cherry on top.
Yeah.
Because
Nope.
you blow one stop sign, you fail immediately right on the spot.
Yeah, no, that is definitely, thankfully, not something that I've done.
Yeah,
it's
literally
always just,
blind spots.
I know.
yeah.
Well,
For me,
that's
it's just
what
the
page
dumbest
says,
thing.
It's literally all blind spots.
Yeah. Otherwise, I
crazy.
did beautifully.
Yeah.
I still hate my first time doing that G test, dude. So stupid.
Yeah.
So stupid. That goddamn school zone light, dude. Oh my god.
Who cares about the kids? Just run them over.
That's what I
I
said.
agree.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
Run them
she,
over.
she
Go.
gave me a warning on that.
Don't fucking hit the kids.
No, she told me to go 35 instead of 40.
That's
And then,
yeah.
yeah. And then she told me other instructors will not be as forgiving as her, but she saw that, again, I was nervous, I was paying attention, and I was trying my goddamn hardest in my big ass winter boots, trying not to go.
You did it in your boots
You
too.
drove in those?
I drive in just regular running shoes, and I use my boots just for whatever else.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm used to driving in boots, shoes, flip flops, barefoot, doesn't matter. And
Just bare feet.
Yeah.
Ew, Quentin.
That
yeah, man,
happens.
I don't give a fuck. So
Quentin Tarantino.
I had went 41 in the 40, and another instructor will fail me on that.
That bitch is
One-
a liar,
one-
dude. When she was grading me on that, I would go. It would be like a 60, and you're supposed to follow the flow of traffic. That's the natural way of doing it. Because if you go any slower than that traffic,
Yeah, but I got behind
something's gonna get hit. It's more of a hazard to not follow the flow of traffic. So she told me to follow the flow of traffic. I'm like, "Okay, everybody's going 70. I go 70. You're going too fast, Austin. I'm like, what do you mean,
Yep,
dude?
100%.
You just literally
No,
just
if it's
told me.
posted 60, you go 60.
I know. And that's what I was telling her. I was like, okay, make up your fucking mind here.
But tomorrow, once you have your license, you go whatever the fuck you want.
That's literally what happened.
Like, all I gotta do is fake it through my
that
next test
one day
long
was the
enough.
only day where I'm going the posted speed limit, no matter what.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get arrested now just because I said that live on air.
Dude, 100% I feel that.
Live on air.
I'm outing way too much.
It's so
Yeah.
dumb, dude. I was
Half line, let's go get my driver's license.
I probably just got my G2 because the driving instructor was probably just intimidated by me.
Just scared by the big
Sir,
man.
here's your
I'm
test,
sure
sir.
he can see everything. You
Yeah.
know, just,
He
yeah,
just sticks his
looks
head out
good.
the roof and just looks.
If he gets in an accident,
just
he's gonna
senses.
save the other people
The
anyway,
car's
so,
gonna
like,
be broken.
Yeah, I'll lift the car off of them.
yeah, he's the jaws of life
Car
already
crashes?
on scene.
No.
Like, no problem.
You crash. I don't.
He's
I
got
rewind
a-
time and I just stop it.
Time Master. Time
yeah,
Master Pat.
seriously.
It's so stupid, dude. Oh my god.
Yep, snap your fingers like Thanos. Put the shit back.
Thanos? Thanos?
Thanos?
I mean, she did say it
Thanos.
like the song.
She did, yes.
She did say it like the song, so we can't hate on it like that bad.
Still can.
What am I doing wrong?
It's Thanos. Thanos.
Thanos.
You said
Yes.
Thanos.
Yeah, no, I like Thanos.
Thanos is stupid.
Sounds like a Greek god.
Yeah.
It does.
Well, I mean,
And we're referencing a song because only Patrick really knows, but Eminem says it in the song.
Okay.
Be like Endgame, be like Thanos
Who?
or something like that.
okay, yeah.
Who's Eminem?
Who's
What?
Eminem?
The candy?
Yeah, the candy.
Okay.
Yeah, like little
Eminem.
Eminem.
I'm an
It's fun
M&M's.
to say.
I'm an
Eminem.
M&M's.
Almond M&Ms?
M&M's.
Almonds.
Emin-
M&Ms.
Almond?
Almond,
M&Ms.
Almond?
Like almond, M&M's.
I
Phenomenal.
know.
Oh, okay.
Let's say almond
Nom,
M&Ms.
nom.
Almond, M&M's.
That one's fun too.
Almond, M&M's.
Almond M&Ms.
What the hell? What is happening right now?
What's happening right now,
This
dude?
is brainwaves. It's okay.
Brainwaves?
Yeah, so like there's this theory, actually, I don't know if you've seen this on TikTok yet, but there's this theory about ADH people, how we all share one
Newton?
brain.
Isaac?
It's a hive mind.
It's a hive mind, okay?
Wait a minute.
And every
Dennis?
time you lose interest in doing a task, another ADHD person picks it up. So we're all just switching tasks from each other. Because how many times have you told somebody about your obsession or your hyperfixation,
Yeah.
and then you lost all interest in it because you shared that when you shouldn't have? Oh, you're not at the stage yet?
No.
Okay.
I shouldn't talk about
Give that
sex
time.
then.
I'm already
Let's
out of
talk
that.
about
You'll
sex,
you'll eventually be
baby.
hyperfixating. Like you're gonna
Let's
have
talk
your
about
main
you
overall
and
task,
me.
and then you're gonna have your hyperfixations that won't last very long.
Would that
So-
technically be in the same boat as if somebody you don't like does the same exact thing as you, and then you just
It
like
will make you not
like
like
start
it
not
as
to like
light.
it? For example,
Yep,
the whole
it
beanie
is.
situation
So it's oppositional defiance disorder. That's
The whole
that's
beanie
what comes
situation
into
at
play
work?
there.
with our special someone, right?
You're
Pardon?
my
The
special
beanie
someone.
situation.
The whole beanie situation with our
That
special
was
friend.
Fucking hilarious.
Like,
Name
would-
shall
like
not be
wouldn't that
made.
technically fall into the same boat?
Fake name.
Because I don't wear it anymore. Like once a
You
week
were
maybe.
wearing it the day before
Well, that's because I was
yesterday.
washing my actual hat, and I'm wearing it now too. So But I'm at
Well,
work, so it's a different story.
I would think that it would be two different emotions because the one that's
just hatred.
associated with seeing something that you love with something that you hate is a disgusting and revolting
spoils it.
experience. Yeah, it definitely does spoil it. It ruins it. But when, for example, I'm hyper fixated on, we'll say cross stitching, for example, which I've never done yet. But if I'm hyper fixated on
Fucking
knitting.
knitting.
knitting,
God, you're such a boomer.
we'll say knitting then.
Crocheting?
So if I'm hyper fixated on crocheting, knitting, whatever, and I decide to share that with somebody, I'm like, oh, this week, I've been learning how to make socks with knitting and whatever. I can't. As soon as I go home, it's not that it's ruined. It's
You're
just that it's
uninterested.
it's joyless. It's uninterested in stuff. So it's part of the hive mind. You'll get there.
Okay.
I apologize.
Does anybody have anything that you actually want to talk about right now? Because I
Any
got.
other psychological questions?
You want to talk about that one?
I want you to talk.
Want
about
me to
that
talk
one.
about that
Oh,
one?
what is it?
We discussed this when they were gonna go get the extra cable or
Yeah.
the other cable.
Yeah.
So now I got to go in depth now.
Ooh, secret discussion.
Fake name.
Yeah, we won't name drop them, but we have a special someone.
Same special someone.
Yeah, this special someone, the same special someone that appreciates my beanie looks apparently. So, fuck, should I talk about that first and then break off to that just to add to
Alright,
it?
Going on for that. It's been brushed.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so the special someone we do not like at all.
No.
Let's just start off with that.
Voldemort,
Who?
the one who
No.
won't be named.
Yeah, the one who
He's
shall not be
as bad
named.
as the other one. There's
Yeah.
two.
There's two of them. This one is just like on a whole nother level.
We're talking about the little one.
Yeah,
I know. We're not talking about the troll,
yeah. We're talking about the other little troll, the other one.
The goblin.
the skinny
The
troll.
goblin.
The goblin.
What a
Yes,
goblin.
the goblin and the troll. Okay, so we've established that this is the goblin.
Norman's on sabbatical, honey. Okay, so the goblin. We got the hooded goblin.
I mean, we need code names for them.
Code
so-
names of
That
word.
is true, yes.
The goblin, the hobgoblin.
Whatever you want.
Hobgoblin.
Oh my
Not
god.
The knob goblin.
Okay, so the knob goblin.
The knob goblin. That's pretty good. Okay, we'll stick with that. The knob goblin.
All right.
We get called for lunch. Was it lunch or was it last break? No, it was.
It was lunch.
It was during lunch.
Yes,
Yes.
during
yes.
lunch, 'cause
Lasted
I
for
was-
fucking ever.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was a 5 minutes of silence
Any
that
more
we had.
cigarettes?
Okay, bye.
All right. Peace out.
You already heard this conversation. It's fine. I told her when you guys were gone, so she knows about the whole thing. So I mean, you guys were there too, so
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter.
All right. Stop the story.
Yeah, stop. So end it.
Cliffhanger.
So we get called for lunch. We go for lunch. We're sitting there. We're chilling. We're talking. I don't know how the whole feet fetish thing came into play. It just happens with a random conversation. Maybe Patrick and his like hive mind brain will figure it out what we're talking about.
We're talking about iDubbbz and shit like that and toxic culture.
Oh yes. So he brought up.
Because he fucking loves Leafy.
Yeah, he. I don't know if you guys know, but Leafy's here was a old school YouTuber back like 2015, 2017 ish. Bullied everybody. Was hated among a lot of people,
Everybody
but
saw
loved
his
against
asshole.
loved by all the shitters, basically.
The shitters, toilets,
All the shitters and the coomers.
all the
And then we
toilets.
saw
over?
his asshole.
Yeah, and then we saw his asshole because he posted that online for some reason or got leaked, whatever.
Yeah, I never did.
That's okay.
It was you that leaked it.
It was me.
It
I
was
took
you
the
that leaked
picture.
it.
Coworker's butthole.
Not co-workers.
No, we did not see his butt.
No.
No,
we're talking
no.
He's
about
talking about a person.
Okay.
This is how the conversation. This is what I couldn't remember.
Okay.
This is what you didn't hear.
Yeah.
So he brought up a person that did this back in the day. And so started going off to iDubbbz and all these other people that got canceled or don't make videos no more, whatever. The old, I think we heard that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I think we all heard that in the
It's the
back.
drama culture.
It's
I'm
the-
not
yeah.
gonna apologize
Basically the whole
for
drama
being
culture
Canadian.
and whatever. So now we're talking about it, and for some reason the foot fetish came into play. I don't remember how, but it's kind of just thrown in the random conversation.
Yeah, quit.
Quentin
Yeah.
Tarantino.
You'll get there.
So that came up, and then I brought up, what I don't like about
Movies.
movies and stuff like that is one movie in particular. If you haven't heard it, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood by Quentin Tarantino, starring Brad Pitt, Leo,
Leonardo DiCaprio.
and Margot Robbie, and probably some other actors I
Whole
don't know
bunch
of.
of other
Whole bunch of others. But anyways, Margot Robbie has a scene in the movie where she's sitting in a car, having a dialogue, I think with Leo or even Brad Pitt, whatever, or both, whatever it is. And the entire scene is literally just her with her feet up on the dash, and just full frontal feet right in the middle of the fucking screen.
Fucking gross.
So gross. And her feet were dirty. They were black too.
Oh yeah, that's
it was gross.
a common theme in his
Like it
movies.
wasn't like clean feet. No, it was
Let me
dirty
tell
feet.
you,
a thing people with foot fetishes like is dirty fucking
Dirty.
feet.
Yeah, dirty ass
Mm-hmm.
feet. So this was like me walking in high bay
hate that I know
barefoot and then just put my feet up and like film them.
No.
So yeah, no. So full like black feet, Margot Robbie. It's gross. It's like blackface but black feet. It's gross.
She's super attractive, but that's gross.
Yes. So I brought that up, and then for some
Who
reason,
is she?
Who?
Who is she?
Margot
Wolf of Wall
Robbie,
Street.
Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
that too.
Oh, that lady?
Yes.
Wolf of Wall Street, the main character's wife.
But I feel like I have to see her as not Harley Quinn.
I mean,
that's
she
fair.
kind of is Harley
She's
Quinn at this
kinda
point.
hot as Harley Quinn too, though.
She that's like her character.
Yeah.
That's her character, 100%.
Anyways,
me.
carry on.
Okay, so I don't even know what he specifically said, but we'll break it down to where I think he thought that I had a problem with Quentin's filming style or just him as a person or as a director.
He's amazing.
So great. But one of the greatest. Everybody knows this, obviously. Everybody jokes around with his whole foot thing, but I mean, he still makes great movies. So I was bringing up the fact that how this entire scene was entirely pointless and we didn't even need to have that kind of scene in the movie. If anything, we could have just like had them talking in the car normally, like normal
Or,
people,
Like, make it 5 seconds.
and make it 5 seconds. Like show her
Not
feet,
half the
cut
movie.
it to the actual dialogue, and
Yeah, there's
Whatever.
so many other artsy
So
ways
many-
to have done
Have
it.
a moving
So
You
many
don't
other
need a
ways.
GoPro
Literally.
shoved in the corner of the car with your feet. right in
literally,
front of it.
dude. And it's like right in front of like the windshield. It's like you could have done anything else. Whatever. So that's what I was talking about, and he just got really upset for some reason and just started saying how like my opinion wasn't like valid with like his stuff, or if you were to make Quentin Tarantino obviously makes movies that are worth millions and hundreds of thousands of dollars, and that was his point. Well, he makes these kind of movies. Let him do whatever he wants. Okay, sure, he's allowed to do whatever he wants, but doesn't mean I have to like it.
Yeah.
I like the movie. I just don't like that scene.
Putting into context like a full-on porno in a movie. Like,
Yeah,
this isn't
just
needed.
just like you have
Yeah.
like an action scene. Like for example, let's just drop this: the final battle scene of fucking Endgame. Opens the portals, and then just like Johnny Sins comes out of the portal and starts fucking girls all the time, randomly for no point.
This is my movie.
It's like this is my movie now. He plays all the characters. This is Johnny Sins versus Endgame.
He's
like-
a massive
Thanos would be
guy,
just like,
he's a
"What the
janitor.
hell?"
Yeah, James was like, "What?
He's gonna fuck me.
He's gonna fuck me."
Retreat.
Yeah,
Definitely don't remember Endgame that well.
yeah, it's a completely different movie now you think about it. So imagine that. So you have an entire fight scene,
Big old ball
you know, the
man
big,
comes out.
yeah, the big final battle of the movie ends 11 years of, you know, movies altogether, whole cinematic universe. And then Johnny Sins comes out and just fucks everybody. You're like,
Zoomed in on his feet.
yeah,
This is what
and
I
zoomed in
signed up for.
specifically on his feet. And then you just see his dick in the shadow just come out, and that's it.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
Just see him decapitate Thanos with a
Yeah.
sword.
Like, imagine that. Just seeing it, you're like, it's funny, but it's like, why am I watching
He'd
this?
be a good fan at it,
Don't get me wrong, yeah.
but in the
I
actual
would love
movie,
it, but
it's not
like,
a purpose.
it's like I'm watching Endgame because it's the end of like 12 years worth of
Yeah.
movies. It's a whole decade of movies, and I got to
end
see
of
Johnny
the-
Sins fuck
this
Thanos.
movies.
Our childhood.
Yeah, and it was after my whole childhood, and then I go watch Johnny Sins decapitate Thanos with his penis,
Fuck his corpse.
and then fuck his corpse. Completely
Hell
random.
Yeah.
So he was all pissed about this entire thing, yelling at me, whatever, and then you know, kind of,
minutes of
and then
silence goes
5
by.
minutes of silence. I'm sitting there, we're roasting him in the group chat, and then 5 minutes of silence goes by, and he's just like, you know what, Austin, my opinion, or what the hell did he say again?
Don't point at me.
Don't point.
Don't point that at me.
To continue my
Yeah,
point,
like to continue my point, yada yada
No,
yada
shut
yada.
the
And I was like,
fuck
it's like
up.
no, and I literally sat up and I was like, no, dude, like I'm done with this conversation. We're done. I'm not talking about this no more. It's past. 5 minutes of silence just passed, and you want to talk
We're
about this
talking
again?
about something else. and
Completely,
he tries
dude.
to bring it back to that. We've
Tries to bring it back to
clearly
that.
displayed that we're not interested in you.
Yeah,
What if he finds
Yeah.
this podcast
That's
and
okay.
that's okay.
confronts
At
us?
least he'll know now.
He's not going to. He could barely say sorry to you.
Yeah,
awful.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I love how we were hyping it up too, and it completely just fell in the water.
He fucking messaged me for
Yeah.
your Discord.
It's so funny,
trying
dude.
to apologize over the computer. I was like, I'm not fucking you, giving you this. You
I'd
talk
have
to her
slid
in
his throat.
person.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Fucking
I'd have. Yep, I'd have gone to jails for
That's
that
when I
one.
apologized to you as a joke. I was like, maybe I'll just add her Discord and just fucking add her and just say sorry on
Just as a
Discord.
joke.
As a joke, and then actually do it. But I was like, dude, it was so crazy. Like, I don't think they've seen me like that before, ever that annoyed, and actually like
Yeah.
Only in
yelled
bed.
at him. Just a little. Wait, when?
What?
When?
I said only in bed.
Oh, I thought you said only once.
I'm pretty
But
sure
yes,
I've
in
seen
bed
you
too.
get heated with him before, though.
I don't think it was that much
You've
though.
also seen me get angry at him. So
Well, I mean,
I've only
yeah,
yelled at him twice.
yeah. Well, I mean, that's just you though. You'll just yell at anybody
Nobody wants to talk
I
to
really
me.
haven't. Though.
because you scare everybody.
Boo.
what the
I'm
fuck
really not
was
a
it?
yelly
We were
person.
outside and he was arguing with us, and I literally had to tell him to shut the fuck
Oh,
up.
I think it was about the COVID
He
thing.
just kept going.
I think it
I
was
don't
about
get angry, and he was
yeah.
fucking
I think it was
pissing me
about
off.
it was about the COVID situation, like when it first started. He was like, "Oh, but it started back in like January of like 2018." I was like,
Excuse me?
"What's your timeline here, buddy?"
Where are you?
I was like, "Where are you?" It started like
You were barely
would have
alive.
been-
Creating his own MCU.
the first time we ever
COVID-19.
heard of it. It was like
Yeah,
20 end of
COVID-19.
2019, like fucking August or whatever.
November.
And
Yeah,
well,
it was
we
November, December.
it was August, September. We first heard about it, like, oh, it's happening in China. Oh, okay,
Not a
whatever.
big deal.
Yeah, and then December happened, and everybody's getting sick and
It
like
might
almost
start
dying.
coming, yeah,
Yeah.
everybody's starting to get sick.
And then by March, I was like, yeah, we gotta shut
we
everything
got
down.
locked down.
And that's what
Shut
happened.
that shit down. No exceptions.
But he was saying, oh, it's like happening like July and like January 2018. I was like, it's not called COVID 2018. Like, he was just going off, and Zach's sitting there like, bro, I'm about to kill this kid right now. Like,
Just
the-
kept
just
fucking
kept going, and I kept arguing his points. Like, dude, no, that's not how it is. It started here, and then it really spiked here, and then it went down again, and it spiked again. Whatever. He's like, no. My facts say it's all here.
My facts.
What
are the
about
facts
that
say?
time Knob Goblin and Little Boss got in on it over aliens and life,
Dude.
extra life,
Oh
and,
no, it
and
wasn't
that
just
stuff?
aliens.
I know.
Dude,
It was
I just
about
figured I'd bring that up.
Christianity too, because they're
Uh-huh.
both fucking lunatics.
Uh huh.
Uh huh.
amen.
Uh huh.
It's crazy that neither of them
Dude,
believe in aliens,
it-
but
it's
they're
so-
both religious. Like
So that's what he asked me the
some
other day.
Bullshit.
Dude, I'm at the oil wall, man. Were you here for this? I was at the oil wall, and then he came
they're
over.
both religious and they do not believe in aliens.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes.
Like what the fuck?
That
is
confers.
That sounds stupid.
No, because
I like aliens. I think they're cool.
Yeah, you're Catholic.
Yeah, but you're also not that religious either.
I was just
True.
gonna say. So Christians, for example, they
Just kidding.
believe that the Creator
Beast.
specifically designed us and this
That's
earth.
it?
So
We are a science project.
that well, no, we're the miraculous mistake. Let's be realistic. So we're a mistake because there is no other life in our galaxy. There's no other life that we can connect with. So
Wait, this is what
far,
you believe in?
whatever.
No, this is
No,
Christian.
Oh,
this is
okay.
not me.
Christianity.
Okay, I was
I
gonna
do
say.
not advocate for this or anything.
Were you raised Christian or Catholic?
I was raised Catholic as well as Christian.
I was Catholic.
So
I'm
I went to
Catholic as
a
well.
I went
I'm
to
a
a Catholic
Catholic as
school.
well.
He's still Catholic.
I went to a
Yeah.
Catholic school. I had Catholic
just Patrick.
parents,
He's just his
but
own
my
religion.
grandparents were more on the Christian side, and most of my friends were more on the Christian side.
Well, you're French, so French Catholic is kind of.
It's
thing,
the thing,
yeah.
and we're Irish and English
Yeah, I'm
and
Irish
French,
Catholic.
so it's all gonna it all sums up to Catholic.
What the fuck?
Is it me?
Bedtime.
Yo, it's me. It's bedtime, y'all.
Mute that.
You muted.
I have my muted.
You're
is
right.
What, you
That's
want
actually,
to
actually
It's 9:50.
It's 9:50. Yeah.
like that's actually my bad though.
Yeah, no, it's your fault. sis.
Who are you?
Also
So,
be in person,
Yeah.
preferably.
Anyways, catch us every week.
Oh, my ears. Oh.
Catch us every week, every
Friday.
Friday, Saturday, probably every Friday. Still trying to figure things out. It's a little rough out here.
We all work.
Well,
Stay
most
safe,
people
y'all.
call me 80, so
Be
I guess that's
safe.
a compliment.
Take care of yourselves. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, what'd you call me?
Alright, you can end it.
What'd you call me?
A bitch.
Bitch.
Guys, I have feelings.